Most people think billionaires are the smartest people alive. Infinite resources. Private tutors, elite schools, personal assistants, AI tools. Monks have nothing. No phone, no notifications, no ambition for status. Guess who controls their mind better? Warren Buffett reads 5 to 6 hours a day, but Buddhist monks train attention 8 to 10 hours daily. One group builds companies, the other builds consciousness. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If you can't control your attention, you can't control anything. By the end of this video, you'll understand the 3 rules monks use to develop terrifying mental clarity. And once you see them, you'll never study work or think the same way again. Chapter 1. Attention is a muscle. Most people think focus is talent. Wrong, it's stamina. Psychologist Anders Ericsson, the same guy who studied deliberate practice, proved something brutal. Experts don't have better brains. They have trained brains. But here's the problem though. You don't train focus, you train distraction. Phone buzz. Check it. Email pops. Check it. Bored for 4 seconds. Scroll. You are microdosing dopamine all day. Neuroscientists at Stanford found that constant task switching increases cortisol and adrenaline. You feel busy, but cognitively you're fried. Monks do the opposite. They practice single-pointed attention. One breath, one candle flame, one mantra for hours. Boring. Yes, effective. Scary effective. MRI studies from Harvard on long-term meditators showed thickening in the prefrontal cortex, the exact region responsible for decision-making and impulse control. They literally reshape their brain. You try to study for 25 minutes and feel pain. They sit for 4 hours. Not because they're special, because they trained. Here's the monk rule. Do less for longer. Most people try to increase productivity by adding more. More apps. More hacks, more tools. Wrong direction. Increase depth, not volume. Start with 20 minutes of uninterrupted work. No phone in the room. Not silent mode, out of the room. If you can't handle 20 minutes, that's not a time problem. That's weakness. Train it. But here's the problem though. Even if you focus longer, you still think like an amateur. Chapter 2. Monks eliminate mental clutter. Most people believe intelligence equals more information. Wrong, it equals fewer distractions. Billionaires outsource decisions. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same outfit daily. Steve Jobs did the same. Why? Decision fatigue. Psychologist Roy Baumeister showed willpower is finite. Every tiny decision drains it. Monks figured this out centuries ago. Same clothes, same food, same schedule. Zero wasted cognitive energy. You wake up and burn brain power deciding what cereal to eat. They wake up and immediately enter structured routine. Here's what this does. It frees RAM. Your brain has limited working memory. George Miller called it the magical number 7. Roughly 7 items at once. You overload it with nonsense. Notifications, random thoughts, open tabs, unfinished tasks. Your brain becomes a browser with 42 tabs open. Monks close the tabs. They practice something called cognitive minimalism. One task at a time. One commitment at a time. Cal Newport calls it attention residue. When you switch tasks, part of your brain stays stuck on the last one. You think you're multitasking. You're actually splitting IQ points in half. Try this. Before deep work, write down every open loop in your head. Every worry, every task, every nagging thought. Externalize it. David Allen's Getting Things Done system is built on this principle. The mind is for having ideas, not holding them. Monk's Journal. You scroll. One clears the mind. The other clogs it. Hit subscribe before you forget this. We train mental discipline here, but here's the thing though. Even if you focus deeply and remove clutter, there's still one weakness: emotion. Chapter 3. Emotional detachment equals cognitive speed. Most people lose hours to emotional noise. Someone criticizes you. You replay it for 3 hours. One awkward email ruins your afternoon. Monks train equanimity, not suppression, control. Psychologist Daniel Goleman, who popularized emotional intelligence, found that high performers aren't emotionless. They recover faster. Recovery speed determines output. A monk notices anger, labels it, lets it pass. You notice anger. Build a Netflix series in your head about it. Research from UCLA showed that labeling emotions reduces activity in the amygdala, the brain's fear center. Name it. Tame it. Monks practice this daily. Observe breath. Thought arises. Label thinking. Return to breath. That repetition builds meta-awareness. Meta-awareness is the cheat code. It lets you see your thoughts instead of becoming them. Most people think they are their thoughts. Wrong. You are the observer. Once you build that separation, distractions lose power. Stress loses power. Fear loses power. That's why monks can sit in silence without going insane. Their mind doesn't drag them around. Now here's where it becomes almost unfair. When you combine single task focus, decision minimalism, emotional regulation, you unlock cognitive compounding. 1 hour of pure work beats 5 hours of fragmented effort, and here's the brutal truth. You don't need billionaire money, you need monk discipline. But here's the final problem though. Even if you master focus, remove clutter, regulate emotion, you still forget what you learn. Attention without retention is wasted effort. That's why monks repeat chants daily. Spaced repetition. Hermann Ebbinghaus discovered the forgetting curve in 1885. Without review, you lose most information in days. Monks intuitively hacked this centuries ago. Daily repetition, weekly cycles, annual rituals, memory through rhythm. You study once and expect mastery, idiots. Review at increasing intervals. Day 1, Day 3, Day 7, Day 30, lock it in. So here's the system. Rule 1, train focus like a muscle. Rule 2, eliminate unnecessary decisions. Rule 3, detach from emotional noise. Rule 4, repeat on schedule. Do this for 30 days and your brain feels different. Sharper, calmer, faster. People will think you're smarter. You're not. You're just less distracted. That's the monk advantage. But here's the thing. Even monks struggle with modern distractions. Phones, social media, endless stimulation. If you don't fix your dopamine baseline, focus training becomes torture. That's why I made this video breaking down the exact dopamine reset protocol that rewires your brain for deep focus in 7 days. Watch it next.